Namaste and hello. Welcome to the Art of Yoga Project. My name is Dana. Thank you for taking the time to practice with me. Today, we're going to be doing a gentle yoga practice, focusing on taking care of ourselves and our body. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Find a comfortable seat, and we're going to start out with something called bunny breaths. And this is a breath to help bring some calm into our lives. And so we're going to do 3 short inhalations. We're going to take a pause, and then we're going to exhale through our mouth. The inhalations will be in through the nose and the exhale through the mouth. And this is what it looks like. So the inhales are through the nose and the exhale is through the mouth. Let's go ahead and give it a try. We'll start by our exhaling, and then we'll inhale. Inhale. Pause. And exhale. We'll do 2 more. Inhale. And just notice the sensations in your body on the inhale, the pause, and the exhale. And then let's just go ahead and shake our shoulders and shake the arms a little bit. And let go of any excess energy we may be feeling. And let's take an inhale, lifting the arms up overhead. And exhale. So bring the arms down. 1 more of those. Inhale. And exhale. And let's just take a moment now to do a check-in with yourself. Just taking a moment to notice how you're doing physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Noticing the body, the mind, and the heart. And take note and honor whatever you are feeling in this moment. And today we're going to talk about peace. And that can be peace in our bodies, peace in our mind, and perhaps peace in our environment. And I wanted to start out with a quote before we move into our practice. Peace, it does not mean to be in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of all of those things and be calm in your heart. And so today we're going to try to experience a bit of peace during our practice, or at least be able to notice what's going on in our body. So we're going to go ahead and stand up now when you're ready. And I'm going to move to my yoga mat, and we're going to find our mountain posture. Feeling both feet on the ground, pressing into the mound of the big foot, right below the toe, and lifting up through the waist and the shoulders, allowing the shoulders to relax down, allowing the heart to open ever so slightly. And then just take a breath and notice how you're doing now. Notice the weight on your feet. Notice that you're balancing. Perhaps notice areas in your legs or in your torso where you're feeling a little bit more tightness or looseness. And sometimes it's in our nose, our ears, where we feel a sense of ease, and that's okay. We're going to start out with some joint mobilization, which is going to move the major joints of our body. So we're going to start out with our shoulders and circle our shoulders up, back, and down. And it can be big circles or small circles. And as we move through our practice day, I encourage you to move in a way that brings ease into your body. We don't want to push ourselves. We want to kind of stay in the middle lane, practicing at about 50 to 75% of our strength and flexibility. We want to know we're moving, and we want to feel some sensation, but we want to steer clear away from pain. And then we'll pause, and then we'll reverse the circles. Now the saying, no pain, no gain, has no place in yoga. We get all of the benefits of the practice by just moving gently and allowing our breath to move into our body and out of our body. And I'm going to encourage you to tune in to the body and notice the sensations you're feeling. So in the shoulders, do you feel tightness or looseness? And is it possible to feel both tightness and looseness in the shoulders? And then we'll pause the shoulders. We'll inhale the arms up. And we'll exhale. And there's an acronym called STOP. Stop, take a breath, observe, and proceed. So now it's just our chance to take a breath, observe the sensations in the body, and then when we're ready, we'll move on. We're going to allow our wrists to move in a circle in one direction. And then in the opposite direction. This is wonderful to do if you're on a keyboard, just to get a little bit of flexibility and movement into the wrist, or on a phone. And then we're going to flex and point the wrist. Noticing your breath, and the hands will come still, and we're going to circle the arms at the elbow, feeling our elbow joint. And then we'll reverse the circle. And then we'll bring both hands to the chest. We're going to lift one hand up and one hand down, and we're going to continue to circle in opposite directions. Just going slowly, trying to move the hands in opposite direction. It's a brain teaser. And if you notice, it's very difficult to focus on anything else. And so if you're in a challenging situation, it might be good to try and do something like this for a breath. And then we'll pause, and then we'll reverse the direction. One hand up and one hand down, circling around. Beautiful. Just give it a try. It's really hard. One more. And then when hands come to the chest, we'll inhale the arms up. Take a breath in. Exhale. And we'll just stop, observe, and then we'll proceed. We're going to work on our hips next. My feet are going to be about hips distance apart, and I'm just going to allow the hips to go back and forth, side to side. And this is actually working not just the hips, but our knees and ankles as well. Sometimes our joints feel a little stiff and get stuck together, so if we can just make sure we move them on a regular basis, help relieve some of that tension and stress in our body. Breathing in and breathing out. And then allow the hips to move in a circle in one direction. Now, I read the quote on peace in the beginning of class, and often we think about peace as times where we're in a very pleasant environment. And we're able to cultivate or reverse the direction of the hips. We can create a sense of peace in our body with our thoughts. And so what we're trying to do is build up our awareness to peaceful situations so that can be a part of our place to go, another tool. So we're able to relax the mind, relax the body, and find a sense of ease and peace even in stressful situations. It's holding two thoughts at one time. And then pausing, we'll inhale. Take a breath as we inhale up, and then we'll exhale. Stop, take a breath, observe the body, and then we'll proceed. We're going to transfer the weight to one hand, and if you have a stool that you want to use as a balance or a wall, we're going to lift one leg up and we're going to rotate the ankle in one direction. And then we'll rotate it in the opposite direction. And then pointing and flexing that ankle. Feeling the toes point way down to the ground, and then up towards the knee. And we'll put that leg down. Just pause. We'll transfer the weight to that leg, lifting up the opposite leg. We'll do ankle circles with that leg. And if you happen to fall and touch the foot down, no worries. Just take a breath, notice, and then come back. And then reverse the circle of the ankle. You can see me, I'm kind of wobbling all over. And then we'll point and flex the ankle. All the while noticing the breath. Then we'll bring that foot down. And we'll inhale the arms up. Exhale. And we'll use that STOP acronym. Stop, take a breath, observe the sensations in the body, and then we'll proceed. We're going to start out with a very loose sun salutation. And I'm going to come at a diagonal. So we're going to inhale the arms up towards the sky. We're going to bend the knees as we come forward, fold. And then we're hands on our thighs as we inhale, half back to a flat back. And then we'll come down, bending the knees, and we're going to roll up to standing on the inhale. Lifting the arms. And then we're going to round down. Inhaling flat back. Exhaling forward fold. Bent knees and then rolling up to standing. In here we're stretching and compressing the spine. And noticing where you feel ease and where you feel tension. Inhaling flat back. Exhaling forward fold. And then we'll roll up to standing. We're going to do one more of these. exhaling, forward folding. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, bending the knees, and then we'll roll up to standing. And then we'll exhale, allow the arms to come down to the side. And we'll stop, take a breath, observe, and then we'll proceed. And inhale the arms up. We're going to hook our hands together if that's comfortable, or just bring our hands together in prayer position or a fist overhead. We're going to lift up through the spine, and we're going to lean over to one side, feeling the stretch on the side of the body. Trying to gaze out towards the screen, almost as if our body is between two planes of glass. Stretching the side body. And then we'll inhale to center. Exhale. And then inhale, stretching the body, the torso, and then we'll stretch to the opposite side. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhaling to center, and then lowering the hands. We'll just stop, take a breath, observe, and proceed. We're going to step the right foot forward and the left foot back for warrior two. So the left foot or the back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. The other foot is pointing the short end, and our hips are open towards the long end of the mat. Warrior two. And we'll extend the arms out if that's comfortable, or you can have the hands in a prayer position or at your waist. The farther the arms are away from you, the more effort it's going to take. And we're going to move through a dancing warrior sequence here to get more movement and fluidity in the spine. We're going to turn the palm up over the front leg. Then we're going to inhale as we reach back or really up towards the sky, gazing toward the back foot. And then we'll inhale as we come to warrior two. And then we'll exhale as we stretch our spine forward, bring the hand down, and perhaps the other up overhead. Noticing the long line between my fingertips and the spine. Some people may want to bring their shoulder down or their elbow down, and that's okay as well. And we're going to come into warrior two. We're going to move through these a little bit faster, palm up. Reaching the torso up as we gaze back. Inhaling to warrior two. And then exhaling as we come to our extended warrior. Inhaling up. Exhaling as we reverse our warrior. Coming up to center. And then extending our warrior. And then coming up. We're going to straighten that right leg. We're going to lift up and out for triangle. Bring the right arm down and the left arm up towards the sky. Noticing your strength and stability in this posture. Noticing where you're able to feel a sense of ease or perhaps a sense of peace with your breath. Peace is really a state of mind. And we'll inhale, lifting ourselves up, allowing the arms to come down, and then we're going to switch the feet in the opposite direction. So now my right foot is parallel, my left is facing the short end, and my hips are facing the screen. And I'm going to inhale the arms up, and then I'm going to bend that left knee so it's over the ankle, not over the toes. And the knee doesn't have to be bent too much. It can be bent more as long as it's over the ankle. Taking a breath here and feeling the strength and courage of your warrior posture. And we'll turn the palm up, and we'll allow the torso to lift up towards the sky as we gaze towards that right foot. Taking a breath here. Inhaling to center. And then extending out, bringing the hand or the elbow to the knee, and the other extends overhead. Trying to get a nice long line between the back foot and the shoulders and fingertips. We'll come up to warrior two, and we'll reverse the warrior once again. Coming to warrior two, to extended warrior. I'm going to do it with my elbow down, and then coming up to warrior two, reversing one more time. Noticing your breath as you move through these postures. Into warrior two. We'll straighten that leg. Then we'll lift up and out for triangle. Lifting the arm up towards the sky. And there's no need to go to your maximum level. There's no need to touch the floor. We're just trying to create space. And yoga helps create space in our body, space in our mind, and helps us become more familiar with the sensation of the body. So where do you feel this posture now? I feel it right in my side here, and I feel it on the inside of my thigh. Where do you feel this posture? And even with that sensation, are you able to cultivate a sense of peace? We'll lift the arm up, and we'll bring the feet parallel. Then we're going to widget the feet together and come into our mountain pose. We're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale. Just take a moment to stop. Take a breath. Observe and proceed. We're going to come to a seated position on the floor. We're going to do 2 more postures today. The first one is boat pose to build that strong core. So we're going to find a flat place on the ground, hold underneath our knees or thighs, and roll back. And we're looking to have a nice long spine. We don't want to be real round over. We want to be upright, and we want to hold our belly towards our spine. And my toes are on the mat at this point. And this may be enough of a core workout for you. So you can stay here, or you can lift one foot and lower the foot. And we'll just move back and forth. We're going to build upon this movement. You know, I'll just start out lifting one foot and the other. You may want to stay here. Breathing. You may want to lift and lower both feet. We're building strength, building awareness of our abdominal, the strength of our abdominals. One more. And then we'll bring our feet together and cross them and do a forward fold. And roll up. And then we're going to come back into that posture because it's such a good one. So I'm going to move a little diagonal so you can see it from a different angle. So I'm holding onto my knees, I'm rolling back onto my sit bones, which are right on my buttock. And then again, you can lift one leg and the other. You can lift both legs and lower. Or you can can lift both legs and hold. You can hold your hands at the knee. You can have your hands extended, or you can extend the leg straight. Holding, breathing. This is a hard one. And we'll release. We'll do a forward fold over our bent legs. And then we'll roll up. And we'll just take a breath, observe, and then we'll proceed. So we're going to extend the legs out in front of us. The knees can be bent. We're going to lift up our torso, and then we'll walk our hands forward. Keeping a long spine. Knees can remain bent. We're just trying to get the torso over our spine. If you'd like, you can bend or straighten the legs, or you can allow them to remain bent. Moving into a forward fold. And here, why don't we slow the breath down? Maybe allowing the exhalation to be a count or two longer than the inhalation. Inhaling for a count of 3. And then exhaling for a count of 4 or 5. And then when you're ready, coming upright, stopping, taking a breath, observing your sensations, and then we're going to proceed. So let's go ahead and come into our final resting pose. You can be on your back in Shavasana with the legs extended. The knees can be bent with the feet wide, and the knees can be rested together. You can be in a seated position. Your eyes can be open or the eyes can be closed. Finding a position where you can take rest and absorb the benefits of the practice. And here once again, let's just stop, take a breath, observe the sensations, thoughts or emotions, and then proceed to just be. Bringing the awareness to the inhalation and the exhalation. Noticing the rise and fall of the chest. With each breath. Maybe noticing the rise and fall of the belly with each breath. And maybe scanning the body and noticing if there's any areas that feel tense or tight. And if you'd like to release that tension or tightness, perhaps breathe into that area and allow those muscles to loosen or soften. And if you're not able to soften the muscles, just take note of the sensations. Continuing with your breath, with the inhalation and the exhalation. And noticing the sensations of the body. I'm going to end the practice with a poem, and you can remain in your final rest posture. Peace is present right here and now, in ourselves and in everything we do and see. Every breath we take every step we take can be filled with peace, joy, and serenity. The question is whether or not we are in touch with it. We need only to be awake, alive in the present moment. Thich Nhat Hanh. So you can continue your rest. And I'm going to close class today. If you want to bring your hands by your side, you can bring them on your chest or your belly. But I wanted to really thank you for practicing with me on the Art of Yoga Project YouTube channel. Thank you for showing up. The light in me sees and honors the light in you.